A 98-year-old woman from San Francisco is being evicted from her home that she has lived in for 50 years. Five decades.
That's what happens when you're 98.
Yeah. Oh. Critics say it's because the building's owner wants to sell the place to take advantage of the city's booming real estate market. But when has San Francisco not been a booming real estate market like in the past 100 years? This is not new. She says, I've been very happy here. Her name is Mary Phillips. She says, I've always paid my rent. I've never been late. How many of you can say that? Protesters gathered Wednesday at the office of the building's owners. They are Urban Green Investments in support of Phillips. They're calling for an end to the rising number of evictions under the Ellis Act. And what that is it allows landlords to evict tenants, temporarily shut down a rental property, and then sell it at a profit. What? Phillips says she is not leaving without a fight. She says, you're going to have to take me out of here feet first. Just because of your age, don't let people push you around.
Doesn't
yes.
everybody leave feet first? I mean, isn't that like what you do when you walk? I mean, is
hey,
that...
man,
Yeah.
she's 98. Cut her some slack.
You're going to take me out of here. You're going to have to take me out through the front door and get me a cab.
No jaws of life this time.
I'll be walking out of here on my feet.
You can help her. I'm going to give out all the information because this is really great, and like you can do something about this. Feel free to let Urban Green CEO David McCloskey, who's evicting her, know what you think. Ask him how he sleeps at night and if he'd put his grandmother on the street. A message on the Vanishings Facebook page reads, along with contact information, david@urbangreeninv.com, and the phone number is 415-651-4441.
So they're able to do this because of the Ellis Act, which apparently gives landlords the ability, there's like this tricky-pizzicky loophole that allows them to evict people, especially in areas that are rent controlled, so they can basically sell that property off for a significant amount of profit. And the reason why this is a big problem in San Francisco right now, in the Bay Area, is because of the boom of Silicon Valley. You have all this money moving in, and these people are pushing out middle class and working class people, like this poor 98-year-old who's been living there for half a century.
And the other thing I don't understand about this is that California is like really pro renters, correct? I mean, how did they even push this act through? You know, like, I mean, I don't know if any of you have ever been evicted, but I know people. And no, like, but I do know people, and I'm like, well, don't you have to leave? And they're like, no, I got 30 days before I even have to think about it. I'm like, really?
I've thought about it more since our meeting because I was the bad guy in the meeting. And I'm still the bad guy.
Oh.
Like, they own the building. She's got to go.
Oh, bad.
She's got to go. Like, but I mean, what are you supposed to do? Suppose she lives to be 110. They can't sell their building for 12 years. It's their property. They own it. They can do what they want with it.
Yeah, but since when can you, I mean, I know exactly since when, but ethically, since when can you just kick people out?
You don't. I assume that they had to give her the 30 days. I assume she didn't get the notice to move out on Thursday, and she didn't get that Monday. Like, and they should help her, by the way. They're going to make a lot of money. They should be like, hey, we're going to help you move. Here's $5,000. We're going to help you. We will hail you a cab. We'll get you.
You pick a hand.
We'll get you an
Shady
Uber.
Pines,
Right.
or which place do you want to go move into?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sad story, but people who own the land get to basically do what they want with the land, and if they want to sell it and turn it into a Starbucks, then.
I just feel like there could be a good middle ground here, because I totally understand. Like my dad's a property owner. I could never see my dad doing something like this. Got to keep it real. Like he'd be like, I'm not going to kick out the 98-year-old woman.
Somebody offers him
There's
$8 million,
decency.
and like, but she got to go. I mean,
but here's what my dad would do, and here's what I think would be a good middle ground. You do everything in your power now as a very, very wealthy individual to help her move. Okay. You pay for the expenses, you make sure you help her find a place, you make sure that it's as seamless and easy as possible. But that's not the sense that I get here. She gets
sense, but we don't really know. We don't know what they're doing. And
she got it, at this point, all she got was an eviction notice, and she basically gave them a middle finger and told them, I'm not going to leave. But
the Dowager Countess ultimately, I think, has to go here. And I'm sorry, but they get to take advantage.
It's been in the family for 15 generations. Means nothing to you? No, but really, I mean, don't you kind of agree with Anna that, okay, fine, you have the right, whatever, but don't you as a human being make sure that this is as convenient for a 98-year-old as possible?
I believe I said this first, but I mean, yeah, I'm all for it being convenient, but she's got to go. Like, they should help. They should do whatever they can, but whatever they do, the end has to be.
I think that this actually highlights something very, very true of our very capitalistic society, right? Like every time we have these conversations about deregulation, people will make the argument, and by people I mean conservatives and libertarians, that yeah, if you deregulate, the market will regulate itself. You have nothing to worry about. No, when you have a profit motive at play, and in this case, there's a huge profit motive, there's no morality in question, right? Like there isn't a property owner here who's like, let me think about my morality before I kick this 98-year-old out. No, it's an amoral situation.
She's a roadblock.
She's a roadblock, exactly. And these people will go to any extent to ensure that they get rid of that roadblock so they can make their profit. That's why you need regulations in place to protect the consumer, to protect the average American who does get screwed over by corporations and property owners.
There should be a law, mostly though, in the city, that the city can help her. There should be some city assistance to help you, especially someone of this age, to get to the place they need to go.
Well, and you'd think if this wasn't going to happen somewhere, it wasn't going to happen in San Francisco.
Right.
I mean, San Francisco lets you do anything. So I'm actually surprised that this is happening there.
Yeah. Right, but in the end,
Stop doing that.
thank you for coming.
You're a terrible person.
Don't let the 98-year-old door hit you where the good Lord split you.